All right, we are back with the Trumpeter clock mechanism, and it didn't get too far, needless to say, but I did get one of the bellows away from the rest of the air chest. And as I had suspected, someone had used leather, which is fine, a leather gasket between the two mating surfaces. This mating surface, wooden surface here, and the bottom half of the bellow, which goes on here like so, okay? My objection with any of these so-called repairs, certainly not a restoration, is that they don't use the proper adhesive. I don't know if it's certainly not an aliphatic, it's more of a, in some cases, an epoxy. And the leather, thank goodness, they use a thick leather gasket here. But boy, this surface, this wooden mating surface, had a rough go of it. And I'll have to smooth that out. We'll probably lose about 1/32 of an inch of the original material in order to get this level. And it's got to be pretty level. It can't be wavy gravy. The little leather gasket can only do so much. And you don't want this mating surface, if it's on there, you don't want it to warp. Even if it's a little bit, you just don't want to introduce any more variables into the equation than it already has. But this is all going to have to get sanded off. Needless to say, this bellow here is the next one to come off, and again, dry, packed with glue and everything else here, okay? And this right B is the right bellow, left bellow, and that way I don't need to be sober when I put it back together. At any rate, so that is, once I get this bellow off, then we'll start getting into something interesting, like how do we cover or recover a bellow? What do we need to do? And what preparation do we need to do to make this functional again? Do we refinish this? No, do not touch the original finish. The edges, of course, you can, because that is going to be covered with leather. But let's try to keep the top surfaces, all the surfaces that one can see, as original as possible. And that includes this patina that is on this surface here. Not sure if I'm going to keep this cork gasket. If it's in good shape, then we will. But it does feel a little dimpled here, and I may be able to touch it up with some sandpaper and get it leveled. But that's for later on. But the important thing is getting this other bellow off of this thing. And this is the tool for the job. Yes, I know, it's brutal. But that's how they put it together, and that's how it's going to come apart.